Well, hello, video and picture 20. We've just left Attercliffe Library and Baths. I've got 3 pictures to load up. I'm going to load them up as full screen. These are just 3 views really from around the corner. This is heading up Attercliffe Road. There's not a great deal. There's a few bits and pieces that I remember that from memories I've got, but it's mainly just to show you Attercliffe Road. Really, just on a walk back up. First picture, which is coming up now, is just on the corner, just past the baths. Really, just a view looking up Attercliffe Road. Obviously, you've got the buildings on the right-hand side, which most of the shop fronts have gone. If you look, they're all kind of like bordered and bricked up. Most of the original, because a lot of them had signs, on the outside, which advertised certain products. So they'd have, the little wooden ornate signs, that I'd make out the shop front, and all these have gone, and all you're left with is brickwork and just woodwork, really. Just up from there, there's like a body shop, car body shop place, and a recent one I've got that's still there, but all these houses on the corner and the shop fronts I've just done about are gone. They've all been flattened now, I gather. Well, I suppose it needed doing, but it's a bit of a shame. I'd like to get some photographs when they were in, I suppose, the full form of glory. I've seen a few, but they're mainly on the left-hand side. But I've got a few to show you and a few original buildings that are there. Don't have a lot of history about them, but it's just quite nice to preserve them, to see them, because some of them have, been there since I was a kid. So, that's picture 1, really, of that set. Picture 2, which is this one, obviously is the Greyhound Pub. There's a picture on the Picture Sheffield showing the Greyhound Pub. There's not a lot of different, except the windows look as though they're set further down. Have a look at it, and on the outside it's got an original gas lamp, sort of thing, just outside it. So I gather that's when it was its original form of glory. I don't know what year it is, but it must be 1920s, 1930s, something like that. There's no actual date on it, but it's quite a nice little picture. The history that I've got, or what I remember about the Greyhound Pub, is this. The Greyhound Pub, looking as it did back then, we went back here we did actually, we went back in this time, when we went in for something to eat and a drink, and it was strange how the pub had not changed. You got your kind of fancy bit with the carpet, but we went in the tap oil, as you call it, the tap room, and as I put it, it looks just as it would have done 20 or more years ago. In the tap room is a games table marked with cigarette burns and dents. That's true. They also had the Skittles on the bar as well, and like a crib table, where you put the matchsticks in, and all the original wooden tables with a shelf underneath. I gather was where you put your sandwiches and bits and pieces and that, and they've all got the cigarette burns and the dents in it, so it had not been changed, which is quite nice to see. And the original coal hearth, and a very worn lino floor as well, which gave it even more character. And as you walked in, it was even more worn, and all the floor was kind of uneven. It's quite nice to go in. I've been looking on some of the sites with the pub on there, and I think 2005 and something like that. It said you always got a warmly welcome. The friendliest welcome that you get in any pub in Attercliffe, apparently. So, well, that's still the same now, I don't know. But when we went in, it was quite nice. You got a nice warm welcome, good old Sheffield atmosphere, and oldie worldy original as well. You could have gone back to the 1940s, 50s, and it would have looked exactly the same inside. So, it was quite good. Bloody good beer as well, I'll give it that much. Enjoyed the beer. Also, when we were kids, we would also check out the cars parked right up to the walls outside, looking for furry Daiso glitter stickers. These we would peel off and stick to our bikes, often taking off the paint off around it. That's true, actually. At some stage, some of the cars used to park, used to pull in and park directly, up to the wall, just outside. You only get about 4 cars, but they used to have like a bit of a like a custom car sort of meeting. They did up and down Attercliffe Road. There was further ones near Tinsley as well, Darnell, that had it. But I remember there was a blue Escort, and on the back of it, in the kind of like mid-late 70s, they started bringing out these glitter reflective stickers, and it'd say Escort or Ford. It was just printed black on it, and then it was cut to the shape of the name, and they'd stick them on back of the cars. And we were buggers because you see these cars with the big wheels on and whatnot. We see the thing, and it was something we'd collect. So we'd be hiding behind the car, peeling this sticker off like really gently. And obviously they weren't meant to be peeled off. And we often took half the paint off the back of the car as well, which I'm not very proud of. I do apologise, but they were bloody great to stick on your bikes. Because that's what we'd do. Once we got the stickers, we'd stick them on as bikes, with glue or whatever we could, sellotape. So the whole bike would be covered in these glitter stickers of Ford and Vauxhall and that sort of thing. It was great, like Morris Marine or whatever, really, Ilminit, whatever people customise. Because that's when custom cars were really good. You get the big wheels on the bike, all lit up at the bike. Not like these knobby things you see these days that people do. They were genuine, and they have all the fur on the on these seats as well, and the furry dice. God, how many pairs of furry dice did we borrow out of cars? Because nobody ever used to lock them. So naughty kids, don't recommend it. But yeah, it was fun memories of that pub anyway. Anyway, moving on to the next picture, which is this one. That's just taken a bit further up. I can't remember what this pub's called. I've tried to find it, but I'm not quite so sure. Looking at the picture, it looks to say Trafalgar. I'm not so sure. If anybody has got the name of this pub, like I said, contact me. Let me know. I've got my email address in the corner. Please let me know. With a cafe at the side of it. This is obviously just walking a bit further up, and as you can see on the right hand of the photograph, you just got the corner of the Z-Net restaurant, which is a building which looks a lot like the Attercliffe Baths and Library as well. It's got that same sort of shape. I'm not sure what it was. If anybody's got any idea, let me know. But Z-Net restaurant, apparently it's one of the oldest Indian places in Sheffield, or in Attercliffe. That's what it says on their site, and you're supposed to get a really good Indian there as well. But I just wanted to put these three on because, I just remember as a kid just, wandering up, just wandering up Attercliffe Road, over there, these places. I mean, one day it'll all be gone, it'll all be knocked down and redeveloped, so I just thought I'd capture it. So, yeah, that's video 20. Thank you.